Livestream cheat. Now we're going to blah blah blah. I know I'm missing something. I'm missing a lot of things. I don't know what I'm missing. Moo! Nada. Is there anything I haven't examined? I feel like I've missed... No. Alright, skip. Skip it. Unless there's something I should look at. Zimbanana peel. Oh, Phoenix Wright? Yep. Okay, nada. No do. That crack in the flare. Why is there a crack in the flare? The floor, not the flare. You got a flare for the dramatic floor. Okay, so... I know there are clues I've overlooked, but what? Garnetzx's body is found here. How do you figure that out? You're not making it up now, are you? No, your horse is... It was snowing right before the murder. Well, looks like the condenser of the snow is piled on top of it. Wow, Nick, I'm impressed. We should be a PI. Blah, 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 blah. I thought you were gonna do a new game. After this one. Their performance logic doesn't make sense. It was on... Okay. What is this? Something's covered up in the tarp, an old sign drop. Nick, look out! They got the killer trap behind the tarp. What? It wasn't funny? You know, I wouldn't have heard if you looked a little bit surprised. Okay! Phew, she didn't notice that I was scared. Okay, some more rooms, an Acrob's room. There's gotta be something I'm missing. But what? Seen this? Can I take a look at this? No. Frickin' hell! Who am I supposed to talk to? What am I supposed to talk to them about? Regina. Okay, so I've already talked to him and I've already gone through everything with him. He's not gonna do anything because I've already tried to talk with him. What to do? I don't see any way out of this. We're stuck between a rock and a hard place. There's no way we can solve a mystery of a criminal flying by tomorrow. I was thinking, do you think the criminal threw through the air? The only one who thinks that is Mo, right? He says that he saw it. That's true. Mo looked awfully serious when he said it. Do you think he might be trying to prank Max? If that was it, he would have simply said, I saw Max. That would have been enough. There's no reason why anyone believed he flew. But what if the criminal really did fly? There's only one person who could do that, Max. You're really not helping my confidence here, Maya. Any ideas? Everyone seems to hate Max, Ben, Trilo, Mo. They all have nothing to say. That magician does seem rather full of himself, doesn't he? Especially when he says things like customers only go on the circus to see him. He even hit Ben over the head with a bottle. But, oh what? That doesn't seem enough to frame another person for murder. And it was proven that neither Ben nor Mo lied on the stand. Maybe Ben saw the ringmaster wearing their costumes. But Mo clearly said that he saw Max himself. Okay, Max. There's gotta be something we have not talked about. The box. No. No. That's really cool. The cafeteria. G-Bus. Have you seen this? No. There's gotta be something I haven't talked about with Max, because I'm trying to go through all the chat options. Screw it. Walk through. I don't like doing this, but you know what, I'll do it. Just for the sake of doing it. Because I have to interrogate at Crow. But I don't have enough evidence. There ain't no way. Let's see. Crow. Oh, there's Acro. Okay, so... Magatama. Okay, so... Where is it? Gaywara Hotel, use Magatama, nope. Okay, Magatama, okay. Mo's secret... Mo's Magatama secret? Mo has a Magatama secret. Big Top Cafeteria. Okay, so Mo has a secret. Shit! Why did I not see this? Alright, go to the big top. Go to the cafeteria. Why is Mo not there? Big top. Present the stage costume you just got from... Present the stage costume? Where the frick is the stage costume? Oh, crap. Lodging hall, Mo's first room. Fortunately, it turns out Mo's in here. In fact, Mo's left to the circus to go buy hamburgers. Just the creature you've been looking for. Maya sees something shiny on Mo's money's hands. Wait, what? Just the creature you've been looking for. There's something in Mo's room, though. The money and the monkey. Just the creature. Okay, so I have to go to Mo's room again. Why am I going back? Big berry, big top. Think your money and the monkey and almost lets a tiger eat you. Da-da. If I'll get it for you. Now present the note from your car record so Gina can have a look at it. Okay. Doink! Here we go. I think I got something done. I know what this is. Really? Well, it was in my pocket for a while. It was in your pocket, the piece of paper was in your pocket? I guess I noticed it was in there around breakfast time. Breakfast time? Yeah, I always take Acro for his breakfast this morning. That's when I also take out the trash in this room. Then I go to the cafeteria and eat my own breakfast. That's when you realize the piece of paper was in your pocket? Yep, but since I'm not the murderer, I just figured it belonged in someone else's pocket. And then what? I wonder if the person who lost it was in trouble, so you didn't put it in the bill. You didn't put it on the bulletin board in the cafeteria, did you? What? I did. I stuck it up there. How did you know? Regina put that up there. I thought that was Acro. For a second there. So it was Regina who put it up there. When did this happen? The morning of the murder, I think. That explains a lot. I wonder who wrote this. Not updated. I thought... Okay, so wait, what was it updated with? Found in Regina's pocket on the morning of the crime. Okay, so now I gotta go to the... Mo's room. I think. I present... Okay, it was actually in the pocket. She noticed it during breakfast. Now head over to Mo's room. Okay, so... Here we go. Now we got something triggered. Mo's not here. What's that? I hear something. Stop it, Nick. You're scaring me. Ew! Nick, it's money. That monkey's holding something. What the hell? That's it. That's a lot. That's a lot. That means a lot. To Regina, remember? Alright, it's time to take this monkey attorney style. Give it back, monkey brain. Stay. Ooh, scratch, scratch. What if I say stay? Stay! Monkey, stay! Ooh, hey, it's working. Sounded like he was confused at the end of the ooh. Stay, ah! Yikes! Wah! I knew that acting like a Regina would do the trick. Nick, you! I swiped it while the monkey was distracted. Wow, you're really on to the ball today, Nick. Let me see it! Huh? You can see it right from where you are. You know what I mean, I really want to try on Regina's costume. Maybe then they'll take you in at the circus and I can get some peace and quiet. What's the matter now? It doesn't fit me at all. Oh well, I guess it's time for you to lay off the burgers. Not to mention it doesn't look like something any girl I know would actually wear. Stage costume, a shiny spangled vest. It's not my size at all. Now what? Present the stage costume you just got from Money Monkey. Regina will go happy. Okay, so... You know what? Turns this off. Because we finally got something done properly. I knew I had to get a walkthrough for the first bit. Alright, here you go. Here you go, Regina. Yay, thank you, you really got it back for me. Don't mention it. I love you, Mr. Attorney. Blush, it's nothing. No wonder guys melt too much in front of this girl. Hey, Regina. That costume is yours, right? I tried it on, but it didn't fit me at all. Huh? This isn't mine. It was Leon's. Leon's? You know, the lion she told us about. Oh, the one that someone killed. Why was it Leon's? Leon. He was killed, wasn't he? That's right. My dad killed him. Why? Well, Leon did something really bad during practice. During practice? No, I'm good. Leon was sitting down and then he opened his mouth, you know, gah! Usually when he did that, I would put my head into his mouth. Wait, you put your head in the lion's mouth? You sure did. People in the crowd always love to see me doing that. They'd always start screaming. Sure, they were screaming because they love seeing you do that. Anyways, what was the bad thing? Oh yeah, Leon bit someone during the practice. Regina, everything was alright though, right? No, it wasn't alright. That was the problem. My dad was incredibly angry. And that's when Leon... Yeah, that's when he became the star in the sky. Poor thing. Leon, the animal show's lion. Shot by the ringmaster 6 months age ago for biting a performer. Who was the performer? What about this? Shit. Oh my god, it's not working again. Why is it not working again? Why is it... Ooh. December 29th, Big Top Cafeteria. Something smells fantastic. So we... No, it can't be Mo. Wait, I know that it is. It's burgers! Oh, wait, it is. Hello, hello, hello! Welcome to Bistro du Cirque, aka the cafeteria. It smells so good in here that those burgers look great. And she's drooling like she's some sort of crazed burger monster. My burgers are the best. Juicy meat, toasted buns, special sauce. They're absolutely irresistible to anyone with a hankering for a burger. One bite will send you into hamburger heaven. I bet. I can tell by the smell. Whoa, I'm getting hungry. Too, those burgers must have some kind of special power. Mo! What's going on? Now that the ringmaster is gone, what are you gonna do? That's all I thought about for the past 2 days. Everyone loved Russell. You've heard Acro's story, haven't you? Like how he was adopted when he was younger? He's calmed down now a bit, but he's livid when he heard about the murder. Acro was upset that he said he couldn't go on. He was that upset? Yeah, he was. Anyways, I thought I gave it some thought. Maybe I should give up on trying to be a half-baked clown. I've been thinking of trying on the ringmaster's shoes. Wait, really? Max would still be an issue, though. Max? He may be a bit mean, hard to work with, but it's hard to argue with his importance. Probably the reason the circus is still around. A lot of what he says is right. Mo. All that's left to see if everyone can get over the tragedy. You know? Tragedy? You know? What does he talk about? Get over it. Get over what? Get over what? Tragedy, Mo? Huh? Don't worry about it. It's nothing. Nothing at all. You must mean the tragic death of the ringmaster, right? Yes, that's it. You're right, girly. No, that's not the tragedy. Dang, dang, dang! Correctamundo! Doesn't he mean ding? Mo, I mean no disrespect to your brother. Are you lying to us? Ah! No, not at all. What makes you think that? Just the way you said if everyone can get over the tragedies seemed a bit strange. It sounded like you were talking about something from a long time ago. Eek, 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 eek. Mo, I'm right, aren't I? Yes. 2 locks. Slightly easier. So now we're getting closer to the truth. It was about 6 months ago. It was a little accident. Give me a break. Us old men have accidents. I wear big pants for a reason. 6 months ago, huh? Eh? Yeah, he knows something. And I know I'm gonna have to figure it out. So, take that! Medium difficulty. Because of 2 locks. 1 lock, easy. 2 locks, medium. 3 locks, hard. Mo, please tell us what happened 6 months ago. What in the world went on in that circus? Okay, there's no need to look so scared when you ask me. Hey, look over there, some juicy burgers. Let's eat some instead. Unfortunately, I'm more of a grilled chicken sandwich man myself. Actually, I kinda got an idea of what happened back then. Mo, you said something about an accident. This wouldn't happen to be the cause of the accident, like you? Take that! Shit, I'm still a half bar. I heard a little bit of it from Regina. Leon made a mistake during practice, right? How did you... I told them so many times. You shouldn't be doing such dangerous acts. Like putting her head inside Leon's mouth, right? Yeah, but Regina believed in lying. She believed so strangely that the ringmaster went along. He never could say no to her, out of curiosity. Who was bitten? Come on, Mo, don't clam up to me now. Who did Leon bite on the head? Well, I promised I wouldn't say anything. You promised? He is involved in this too. He's involved, Mo? Must be talking about. Mo, is this the person you say you promised wouldn't say anything? Who's involved? Not Max, he doesn't have shit to do with anything. Not Ben, he doesn't do shit. You're not a he. He's already dead. And that would be you. I don't think you talk about yourself in third person. So... take that! It was Acro. It must have been Acro, right? How did you... Don't worry about that, Mo. Getting to the bottom of this accident may help solve what happened to the ringmaster. No way. I need to know the truth about what happened to Russell. Please tell me you know. I'm sorry, Acro. Yes! Got it! Lux. Nice, full bar recover. Get it over it. It's just like you said, you know, the accident. Did someone die? No, but it would have been probably better off if he had. What? How would that be better? He's still alive. But when he got bit, he suffered massive brain damage. He never recovered from the coma he's in. Coma? All he does now is lie in his bedded in the hospital, and that's all he's ever going to be able to do. I see. How is it he related to Acro? He's his brother. Huh? The person who got bit was Acro's brother. Brother? They were an acrobat team of brothers, Acro and Bat. Cute nicknames, I thought. Anyways, they were an incredible team, cut down together in their prime. Acro's brother. Who was Acro's brother? Shang Dingling, but everyone always called him Bat. He fell in love with Regina, trying to win her love as his downfall. Everyone seems to fall in love with Regina. 6 months ago, while we were practicing, all of a sudden, Bat blurts out, "Let me perform with Leon." Why'd you do that? I don't know, but that's what caused the accident. I'll never forget that moment. It was so strange. Leon had the weirdest look on his face. He was smiling. You mean Leon? Yes, Leon. When he bit, he was smiling. Why the hell was he smiling? Some sick grin. No way, that's impossible. A smirking lion, a flying murder. Why does it seem that it's always Mo who catches all these incredible events? Nick, can lions smile? We never told the police about the incident. The circuit would have been shut down if we had. The next day, the ringmaster took Leon out and shot him with a rifle. So that's what really happened? Well, you guys were so serious, what am I supposed to do? I had to tell you. But all this truthfulness had put me in the mood for a burger. Here, have some pepper. You two have some pepper. Shake it, shake it. Here goes again, acting like this crazy normal self. Achoo! Nice, wonderful sneeze. Huh, you think so? You sneeze with pepper and slip on a banana, people? That's classic, basic clownship. That's classic Blaumanship. Never mind, spoonerism. Girlie, you gotta understand. Nick, I think I make a good clown. Other than Regina, I've never seen a cuter sneezer. Does Regina sneeze with pepper too? She does. That will tease her with pepper. That, from my point of view, those two always look so perfect together. They look perfect together, huh? What is it with the pepper? This. Sorry, I don't know anything about that. This. Nope. What do you mean? What? Show me this bus food. Let me see. It's the normals. Okay, that's this bus. Get Sam, Exodus bus. I know. Lately. Huh? It's just the lately I've started to understand what's going on. What is the thing? Well, I'm not sure. Explain it all just yet. Just when you think it's possible, Mo flashes a glimpse of maturity. Note! Alright, Zillion. You name Money the Monkey in Region 3. Guilty as charged. But Leon got his name from the ringmaster. Really? He always said keep names simple and easy to associate. Nick's name is easy to associate, right? Right? I always told Russell if that's what you think, then call him Lion the Lion. It's a great name, don't you think? If I only could talk, I'm Lion. Lion. But that's what Russell said, don't lie to yourself. That name is awful. Okay, so I think I got the name of Butt. The Buttman. Dingling, Sean Dingling. Okay, I have a question for you. What do you think about this person? Alright, have I talked to everybody? That is the question. So, I'm thinking, do I have enough evidence to talk to Acro? That is the question. I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna see if I can, Mr. Wright, back again, is he? Well, he did say I'll be back, wait, or someone else. We're back because Acro's hiding why his legs were injured. He was hurt in an accident 6 months ago. It would seem that he knows that we know. Seems like you got things to talk about, so far away. Oh, I do... Why was he in an accident? Shit, I don't know why there was an accident. Shit, I gotta pull up the walkthrough again, don't I? Ah, shit! Walk, throw. Okay, time to get Zimagatama out. Attention Center, Magatama Secret, meeting with Russell, nope. We're doing the acro part. About the wheelchair. Okay, do I have everything? Get over with it. Asmo. Okay, wait, did I talk about the getting over? Feels that it was an old performer. No says he stopped doing dangerous things. You ask about. She says promise to keep it a secret. Okay, it turns out that I also fell in love with Gina, just like Max and Trillo. Okay, so now I think I have enough. So take that. Okay, I don't know if I have enough ammo for this one. Without looking at the walkthrough, about the wheelchair. I have to ask you, how are you injured? I'm sorry, I thought we talked about this. It was an accident that happened during practice. An accident during practice? Yes, unfortunately acrobats are prone to all sorts of injuries. He's lying. If you're a real cause, I have no reason to keep a secret. Are you telling me that a practice incident... Okay, I'm actually gonna have to look at the evidence. So, it was this! Okay, don't look at the walkthrough. Leon, 6 months ago you were attacked by a lion. That's when you were injured. I know I'm on the right track, I just need to keep going. You're saying that I was attacked by a lion. That's what I'm saying. I'm sorry, Mr. Wright, but I'm an acrobat. I'm no entertainer. If a lion was coming at me, I'd be running for the exit. Okay, maybe attacked was not the best word to be using. So let me rephrase this, so that as battled the lion. You seem to enjoy telling jokes. Why would I decide to battle a lion? Because you had to fight to save someone. To save... Take that! To save that. It was a shame that happened to your brother 6 months ago. You tried to save him, didn't you? And that's how you got that terrible injury. Mo, he must have told you. Yes, we learned about that from Mo, but he didn't mention anything in regards to the accident. I suppose it was just a slip of the tongue on his part. That's how I figured it out. A slip of the tongue? Anyway, they were on an incredible team, cut down together in the prime. Cut down together, that was where he slipped, and that's how I figured it out. You two ended up in the center of the same accident together, like always. I see. But an accident is an accident. It wasn't anyone's fault. I still haven't broken Acro's last cycle lock. This must be one incredibly deep-seated secret. It wasn't anyone's fault. Do you care to explain more? Acro, I know you are still hiding something from me. Maybe someone you don't seem to like is the reason you're so evasive. Who does he hate? Who is the one person Acro doesn't like? Max? Everybody hates Max. Does anybody hate Ben? No. No. Does anybody hate Mo? Does anybody hate Bat? Regina. I'm thinking. I'm not looking at the walkthrough. Okay, let me think about this for a second. So, back in the day, when Regina and Bat were together, Bat would always give Regina Pepper, just make fun of her. What if Regina gave Pepper back to him? So, take that! It actually worked. Regina, you'll see him collecting a star doggo, saying things like she is cruel. Well done, Mr. Attorney. You've got quite a set of eagle eyes. You know her tiger tried to attack me. Regina tried to attack you? Twice. Ha ha! He wasn't serious, I'm sure. You're not trying to insinuate that I believe she spurred on Leon to attack Bad, are you? Leon was never taught a command to attack people. Regina isn't capable of doing something like that. Besides, Regina had no reason to want to hurt my little brother. Regina and Bat were such good friends back then. But you still hate Regina. I've got proof of it. What? What are you talking about? Don't! Maybe I overdid again. But if I can hand something over to Acro, maybe he'll... Here's proof that he had it out for Regina all along. Half bar. Don't frig up, otherwise, oops. So we know that Acro was the one that might have set it up. But inside the box was the pepper. He was the one that wrote the note. But Regina was the one that had it in his pocket. So the seasoning pepper... Take that! Shot! There's gotta be something that works. I know it. Here's a proof that you had it out for Regina all along. Okay. Don't frig up. I'm not looking at the walkthrough. Found in Regina's pocket in the morning of the crime, so... Here's proof that you had it out for Regina all along. I'm going out on a limb here! Take! Yes! I didn't lose the extra half bar. This, where did you get it? Regina posted this on the bulletin board in the cafeteria. Oh, thank God I didn't lose the half bar. Even though it's still flashing. Before that, it was on her pocket. I guess I noticed it was there around breakfast time. I always take Acro as breakfast in the morning. You wrote this and then you put it in her pocket. That's right, isn't it? That's right. Well done, Mr. Wright. Phew! I get to recover anyways. The wheelchair. My legs were injured by Leon 6 months ago. My younger brother, Bad, had a dare with Regina. A dare? An absurd dare. If I can put my head inside of Leon's mouth like you do, you have to go to the movies on a date with me. That's insane. Didn't you know how dangerous that is? We all thought he was being stupid too, but then Lion was very old to begin with, and age brought with it countless experience of doing that very trick. Unfortunately, this particular time, I guess Leon wasn't ready or willing. And that's what happened. He just wanted to take her out to the movies. Poor Bat. When Leon chopped down, I jumped towards him. And Leon attacked me, and that's how it ended up. What about Leon? Or what about Bat? He's still in a coma. I went to the hospital yesterday to visit him. I see. I'm still waiting for him to open his eyes again. And that's the reason why I keep going. Regina and Bat. Bat and Regina. They were such great friends. Oh yeah, I wanted you to take a look at this. What is it? This is a scarf my brother was wearing when Leon attacked him. Gross, he's covered in blood. This scarf. It was a present from Regina to my brother on the day of the accident. When he did it, he looked like he was smiling. He? Leon, obviously. Oh. When he bit down on Bat's head, the expression on Leon's face looked like a grin. Nick, I know. Mo said the same thing too. What do you think it means? I'll be taking that scarf if you don't mind. What? Miss Von Karma. I've already heard everything, so hand over the scarf. But the scarf is evidence in the trial. That is for me to decide. I think we should begin our preparations now, Acro. Preparations? I've served a summons to Acro to appear in court tomorrow as witness. Acro will talk more about at the prosecutor's office. Acro, a witness? Come, Acro. Let's go to the office. Yes, ma'am. Now, what do we do, Nick? How are we going to handle tomorrow? Don't worry about it. I'll figure something out. Look at you, full of Whoops! I almost dropped my controller. You must have something you can use. This is beginning to come together now. Acro might have been behind it. Actually, he was behind it. How do I know? Because the criminal flew up to the window of Acro's room. I'm having a hard time because there's a lot of information present, and I have to constantly recall what I know. December 30th, 941, and disregard, blah, blah, defendant lobby number 5. Good morning, Max. Hacks! Oh yeah, good morning, sweeties. You don't seem like your usual sparkling self today. I'm always like this before I go in front of the audience. I'm working up to it. Hee hee. Don't get nervous, Max. Here, have a glass of milk. That's not a glass of milk, that's a carton of milk. Regina! How fabulous, my sweetie pie princess! You came to watch my performance today. Of course I did! Mo told me to come and watch this. Mo said that? So what kind of performance will you put on today? Let me guess, you'll be flying at the end? Not that kind of show. Isn't that right, my sweeties? Huh? I think my sweetie pie person doesn't... Yeah, she doesn't seem to realize what's going on, or where she even is. Well, Max, it looks like it's time to raise the curtain. I'll see you later today. I'm just a member of the audience. Fabulous. Enjoy yourself out there. Good luck, Max. You're the best. Regina's different, don't you think, Nick? Top of the morning to ya. You sound like, a certain YouTuber I know. Top of the morning to ya, Mo. Everybody, let's get ready to get stuck in legal limbo. How low can you get? Mo. Top of the morning to ya, governor. Top of the morning. That's the ticket. Attack in the day starts with energy in the morning. Early bird gets the worm, but then again, the worms lack higher brain function. Ha 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 ha, here, Max, I brought you some here, have some milk. Oh my, thanks. So how are you today, right? Well, I've got the feeling that today I'm gonna face off against the real culprit. You mean Acro? Huh? You think he did it? I think he did it. Be careful. He's used to putting his life on the line, literally. He's got guts to spare. Yeah, because he has his legs to spare. If it's all worried about how thin the tightrope is, I'm used to it already. Just means I won't be able to press him like I can other witnesses. How are you gonna do it, Nick? I guess today we'll just have to do with our usual psychological warfare. Today we rely on evidence. It's the only way we'll get past Acro and to the truth. You're right, it's gonna be tough. Anyway, I want to make sure that Regina sees it all today. It's important. And today she'll finally have to deal with the reality of what happened to her father. You want us to make sure Regina watches? Yes, that's why I brought her to court today. That's what that's supposed to mean. She needs to know that people die. They don't just become stars. I may be old-fashioned clown, but I believe in people becoming stars. I don't believe... Oh, wait, what? Shit, maybe I misread that. December 30th, 10 a.m. Just courtroom number 2. I've done this before so many times. I can do it again. Court is now in session for the trial of Maximilian Galacta. The prosecution is ready, Your Honor. The defense is ready, Your Honor. Very well, Miss Von Karma, you may proceed with your case. Prosecution would like to revise its previous theory of events. That's what's the meaning of this. We have discovered a new witness, or shall I say a new eyewitness. One that saw Maximilian Galactica fly from the scene of the crime. Order, order! I had a feeling something like this would come up. Due to this revision, we are now prepared to explain how the defendant flew that night. An explanation of the prosecution will present it as if need rises. In fact, my detective stayed up all night creating a mock-up of the scene, on my orders. Poor gumshoe. Very well, please call your witness to the stand. Time to get to work, or shall I say, time to walk the courtroom tightrope. Name and occupation. Ken Dingling, but everyone calls me Acro. I'm employed as an acrobat at the Big Berry Circus. Where were you on the night of the crime? I was in my room that night. Right. If you look at the map, you will see the witness's room is near the crime scene. My room is on the 3rd floor, the crime scene is below my window. The night of the crime, the witness saw something quite shocking. Will you tell us what you witnessed? Okay. What I witnessed? It was just after 10 p.m. and I was resting in my bed. Around that time, I heard a large thump noise from outside the window. And then a few moments later, I saw someone flying right by my window. It was Max Galactica. I only saw him from behind, but that's what it looked like. To be honest, when I saw that, I thought I was dreaming. He's frickin' lying through his teeth. It matches exactly up with the clown. If that's the case, then there's very little the prosecution needs to add. All that is left to explain is how the defendant disappeared in the night. Nope. Before we get that far, I'd like to cross-examine the witness. A foolish choice by a foolish fool who wishes to feel the foolish sadness of a sad fool. A man must know the proper times for things, Mr. Phoenix Wright. Just like your old friend, Mr. Miles Edgeworth did. Mr. Wright, do you have a problem with the witness's testimony? Yes? With the question mark? I don't know what it is, but I gotta press through it. In the words of Miss Von Karma, I may quote yesterday's proceedings. There's no way that actually happened. Very well, you may proceed with your cross-examination. Because even the prosecution had a problem with it before. And now I'm gonna have a problem with it. It was just after 10 p.m. and I was resting in my bed. Hold it! You said that you were resting in bed. One would assume that you turned the lights off in your room, correct? That's correct. But there are safety lights around outside the lodging house. So bright sometimes it can make it hard to sleep. If that's the case, wouldn't it be a good idea to close some curtains? You don't have any curtains, do you? Or you just want to... I never really thought of that. I guess that means I'm off to buy some curtains. Haha, sometimes I do make myself useful in these chambers. Ow! The witness will proceed with his testimony. Around that time I heard a large thump noise from outside the window. Hold it! What does it sound like? Your room is on the 3rd floor, correct? Yes, and you said you were resting in bed. That is correct. But you were still able to hear a sound from outside. I was indeed. Pressing echo doesn't seem to get results. But something was contrary in what you just said just now. Maybe something... I'll always save it before I freak up badly. There's a contradiction. There is a huge contradiction in the testimony just given. If there is a contradiction, proof with evidence. She's right. Let's see some evidence. Do you have any evidence to support your claim with contradiction? Okay. The autopsy report. Blood force trauma to the back of the head. This? What in the world is this? Ow! You just don't get it. What don't I get? You're not gonna be able to get through the whole flimsy rough. Your client looks to be ready straight towards a guilty verdict. You're bluffing. I'll not forgive any more mockeries. Whoops. Witness, will you mind repeating your testimony? Certainly! I freaked up. Another time I heard a noise. Then a few minutes later, I saw someone flying right by my window. Hold it! Are you sure it was a human being? It could have been a mannequin or perhaps a large action figure. Well, setting aside the possibility of mannequin and action figure is possible. We have no need to mince words with Mr. Wright. Testify to the truth and only the truth of last night. I believe it was human. Damn, I just strengthened his testimony. I wonder if Acro's statement... There's nothing wrong. It doesn't matter, Mr. Wright. Nothing, Your Honor. Until I find a clear contradiction, I should tread lightly. There's Max Collecta, I only saw him from behind, but that's what it looked like. Hold it! The lighting room was turned off then, right? That's true, I was gonna go after bed after all. So, with the lights off, you were clearly able to see a human being fly out your window. With the lights these things lit up for me to see, to be honest, there was only enough light for me to see the silhouette outside my window. It was a person's back, so I couldn't see the front rows in front. Wait, what? I clearly saw the silhouette as well as a cloak wrapped around his body. I'm convinced that the person I saw was Max Collecta. The more person, the less results. But maybe there's something fishy at the latest bit of testimony. You said you weren't able to see the white roses. There is a contradiction. There is a huge contradiction. Take that! This... Why? Why did it not work? Did not frackin' work. Okay. So... Clearly this is a hard one. What am I not getting? Okay, when you asked... When Acker claims to have seen the man from behind, press him. If you ask him about the lights... This is... The lights are confirmed correct, but he was able... Coming from outside, because... Not Max's face. He also saw Max's hat, cloak, but not the white roses. Do you think that is even possible or something fishy? Tell the judge if there is a contradiction. The judge has to have evidence. Prove. Show him the silk hat. Oh! Oh! Oh my god, I keep overlooking shit! There is a contradiction. There's a huge contradiction with testimony. I feel like I forgot a bunch of things. I don't know why. There's a contradiction in probative evidence. Do you have any evidence to support your claim? Yes! You claim to have seen the exact thing Mo saw that night. Do you stand by that? What do you mean? The silk hat. What about the silk hat I saw on Max's head as he flew by the window? Well, you should have tried looking down at your window that night. That would have been quite difficult considering the state that I'm in. Just looking outside the window was tough enough for a challenge for me. That would be a shame because you wouldn't have noticed the silk hat found at the scene. That was the ringmaster's hat, right? I'm afraid not. No matter how you look at it, this is Max's silk hat. What are you going with this, Mr. Wright? Are you saying that Max has 2 silk hats? Nope. There's only one made. This is a handsome one-of-a-kind made by... only for Maximilian Galactica, which means, Acro, that you've been fibbing on the stand. Order! Order! As always, you always look like someone who just opened their mouth before thinking. Are you okay, Nick? Well, I opened my big mouth. And now I have to back it up. How about it, Mr. Wright? What would cause this witness to commit perjury in the court today? He has a grudge against Max. Everybody has a grudge against Max, so what? He was dreaming. No, I don't think so. Acro's a real culprit. There we go. Your Honor, on this occasion, the defense accuses Acro himself. On this occasion? Accuse Acro? What in the world are you accusing him of? Obviously, we accuse him for the murder of Mr. Russell Berry. You're gonna indict the witness right on stand right here, right now. Mr. Wright, are you serious? Deadly serious, Your Honor. Haha, you think your trips to the circus have served you well. You see, you learned how to try to grab at an audience's heart and mind. Your Honor, don't allow yourself to be swayed by theatrics. Trying to wow the crowd with smoke and mirrors is the oldest bluff in the book. Really? If you don't believe me, just look at the witness. He's calm enough for it to almost be scary. He's staying rather calm and collected. Mr. Dingling, do you have any response to the defense's accusation? I don't really need to say anything, do I? What do you mean? Everyone take a good look at me. I can't even stand up myself, let alone leave the lodging house. That's true. I understand that Mr. Wright is trying to help his client, but to do this by accusing me of murder of all things. See, even a sliver of common sense makes it clear that the accusation is ludicrous. No, it's real. She's right. Way to pick on the disabled, you heartless, cruel man. You know what? I'm disabled, and I don't feel for this other disabled person. Because I have a prosthetic like myself. Phoenix is a poopy head. See that, Mr. Phoenix, right? If you're trying to drum up support from the peanut gallery, that's how you do it. I think it's enough of this little game. I've got a doctor's note to confirm that Acro is unable to stand under his own power. Maybe the defense is planning on making a claim to counter that as well? I can hear the defense now. Acro had an accomplice. What do you say about this? Did Acro have an accomplice? Of course he did, of course he didn't. Okay, let's assume he did for a second. Then what? Who would help him out? I don't think anybody. I don't think anybody's in on it, nor would they have anything to gain from it, so... Of course he didn't? Now then, must be when we hear the name of the mystery accomplice. Not this time, Miss Von Karma. What? Nope. You're not gonna sucker me into this one. What are you blabbering about, Mr. Wright? There was no accomplice. Acro planned and committed this murder all by himself. Order! Order! What are you getting at? Way to keep them on their toes, Nick. Now I'm gonna have to prove how it all fits together. I have to show how Acro really murdered Russellberry. How did he do it? I don't know. Can you do it, Nick? Can you really do it? I know that I can't... What I can't do, I can't stop now. If I stop attacking, I'm doomed. Alright, then let's do it. Mr. Phoenix, right? If this witness is the killer, then his eyewitness account is all lies, right? Mr. Wright, I'd like to clear something up for me. When the crime was committed, where exactly was Mr. Dingling? He couldn't move, he couldn't get down the stairs, so he couldn't move from his room. So he committed the murder from his room? Boink! He was obviously right here the entire time. That's Acro's room. Pretty simple, eh? Acro wasn't able to leave the lodging by himself. In that case, there can only be one correct answer. Acro didn't leave his room to kill the ringmaster. What? Are you nuts? What are you saying, Miss Dingling? What you say, you Miss Dingling? Mr. Dingling. It's an interesting theory. That's it. Considering what you propose is impossible, yes, that's it. You're not gonna fess up to it. Mr. Wright? Yes, Your Honor. As a witness has stated, your assertion is impossible. As he's in a wheelchair, there's no way he could go to the scene or be the killer. You've got a point. It seems you've forgotten it once again, Mr. Phoenix, Wright. The defendant was clearly spotted at the scene of the crime. That's true. Mo said that he saw Max, didn't he? Okay. There's no... What was that thing? The killer didn't leave any footprints. The killer didn't have legs? No. The killer did float. So how did that work? What was this thing I saw before me? That floated up in the air. With a hat. Why am I still impossible for humans to fly? Do you mind if I ask a question, Mr. Wright? What is it? I understand some of your logic, however, how do you think I killed him? If I can't leave my room, I obviously couldn't wear Max's costume. How did he do it? What was that thing? Why was it in the paper box? What was so big and heavy? Not the box. That was 20 pounds, obviously, but... What was really big? That smacked... Not the bottle. That was not there. There were no glass shards. Was that big enough? That's the next course, the legal buffet. That's the next question I gotta answer. Be careful, Nick, if you mess up here. She's right, I can't mess up here. I've gotta give this a serious thought. I'm sure that Acro killed the ringmaster, but he did it while he was in his room, no doubt about it. Time to enlighten us. How, he used something. Present evidence. Can't present. It was the bust, wasn't it? I'm gonna present some evidence. So, what did Mr. use to commit the crime to murder against... This! It worked! What's that, a picture? It is indeed. The problem with that item is that it's shown in the picture. The bust? It's quite a large bust, and because it's life-size, it's also very, very heavy. Heavy? Heavy enough to guarantee a certain death. Especially if it was dropped from a third-story window. Ah! So you... drop that bust from window. See? That's how Acro was able to kill the ringmaster. With the force of gravity and Maximilian Galactica's simple, ample bust. This small statue. Order. So you're saying that the bust fell onto the ringmaster? A rather simple crime. Even if you were just stuck in the wheelchair, it would be incredibly easy to commit. How could you possibly wheel a wheelchair with something so heavy that impossible? Well, Acro's an acrobat. He should have more than enough upper body strength to carry something like this bus. Certainly, how do you respond to these charges? Well, Acro's at a loss for words. He should be. He knows that I'm getting close to the truth. Well. Ow! I would watch what you say if I were you, Mr. Phoenix, right? What? Your Honor, the physical health of the witness is material of the case. I demand that we get a proper testimony from the witness himself. Testimony, you say. Von Karma. She's trying to use this testimony as a ruse to stall for time. No! There is absolutely no need for such testimony. The defense has its version of the murder. Prosecution has the right to respond. The defense's objection is overruled. Why can't you see things in my way for once in a while? Mr. Dingley, I'm sorry, but we need you to testify about your physical condition. If you had any doubts about your ability to testify, we can request expert testimony. The witness will have no problems, however, let's all be respectful towards him. Thank you. That one will sink to any low to win a case. Acro's physical state. I suppose I could have lifted something the size of that bus. I have the upper body strength from working as an acrobat, and only my legs were injured. However, lifting a bus out the window would have been impossible. There's no way I could have exerted that kind of force on my lower body. That makes it impossible for me to have known the location of the ringmaster's head. Thus, it would be unrealistic for me to drop the bust on him, don't you think? I have no doubts regarding the witness's testimony. As it was impossible to lift the bust and stick himself as far out. Don't mention that he could not known the location of the ringmaster's head. A single false step would have led to even more severe injury. That's what I was thinking. What's your opinion on the matter, Mr. Wright? I'd like to proceed with my cross-examination. Simply stalling. It's shameful, really. Grr, I can't let her get to me. I've got to focus. Acro's physical state. Okay. I suppose I could have listed something aside of the bus. You all know that I love to save a lot. Hold it! Have you ever lifted the bus up before? No, I've never actually lifted it up with my own two hands. But I should get to it, don't you think? I can't let money outdo me on this. Money? That crazed monkey has lifted Max's bus before? So you know about it. Please continue with the testimony, Mr. Dingley. Money might have something like this. I have strong upper body work as an acrobat and I'm only made for injury. Hold it! So what have you been doing to keep in shape? Well, honestly, I've given up on training, and I don't have any plans to return to the trapeze or tightrope. You don't say. But no offense, I'm not worried about losing to you two in a race or anything. Neither am I, Mr. Phoenix Wright. I wouldn't lose either. Slow poke. I mean, Nick. Whoa, whoa, whoa. How did the discussion turn to me all of a sudden? I suppose you could say that I'm stronger than an average bear. However, lifting the bus and looking out the window would have been impossible. Hold it! And why is that? Because if I were to do that, I'd end up falling out the window myself. I still haven't gotten much feeling back in my legs yet. So you couldn't have thrown the bus out the window. There is no way I could have exerted that kind of force on my lower body. Hold it! How long do you think your recovery will take? You have to remember that my nerves were severely damaged. I'm currently undergoing some extreme intensive rehabilitation, but it's going to take a while before I'm back to 100%. Let me remind you of another very important point. If the witness was carrying the bus, he would not have been able to see it out below the window. What makes it impossible for me to... That makes it impossible for me to have known the location of the ringmaster's head. It's awfully detailed. Hold it! Why do you say it would be impossible? Allow me to explain. You accept as if I was carrying the bus. I couldn't see out below the window. Thus, there's no way that I would have known the location of the ringmaster's head. Well, I suppose you got a point. Hey, Nick! Huh? What if you turn things around? Maybe if you think it's sort of like... If he knew the location of the ringmaster's head, then he could drop the bust. That does make sense. If only I could prove it somehow. That Acker knew the location of the ringmaster's head without looking down. How? I think I've already explained things sufficiently. This would be unrealistic. Okay, so... How do I know? It was placed... Okay, let's recall something. So, Russell Berry was called out to go to a box that was there. Okay, he was called to a box from a note that was sent by Acro, supposedly, and that it was placed in a certain location. So, when Russell tried to lift the box with his entire weight, the bus was used to fall in an exact location. So the box is the evidence. Objection! It worked! Acro, you didn't really need to lean out the window, did you? What are you driving at, Mr. Wright? You were already ahead of the time when Ringmaster's head was going to be. Quite precisely, I may add. Your silly hinting at things is pointless, Mr. Wright. Enough stalling, how about you show us some evidence? But I did such a good job hinting. Yes, hurry up and explain things. Maybe I should take a look at this. The key point here is the wooden box. The same wooden box that the victim was hunched over. Yes, the same. The question is, who placed the wooden box here? Who? When Ben and company saw the ringmaster, they didn't see him holding up the box. Which means that this wooden box was already placed at the scene of the crime. I have to admit that your theory makes a lot of sense. The moment that the bus came falling down was exactly the same moment the ringmaster lifted up this box. Which means that the answer to all these questions is crystal clear. You mean the bus were to fall upon the point marked out by the wooden box? There would be no way that he could miss the head of the victim! No! Order! Order! This is unbelievable! Finally, some of the loose ends are starting to untie themselves. Now I gotta keep going. There's only one way to go from here. Forward! So the next question is who placed the wooden box at the scene? It was Mr. Dingley, of course. He connected the rope and then all he had to do was lower it down. Ow! All eliminated with consent. Ow, Mr. Phoenix Wright! Ow! 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 The ringmaster's head could have been anywhere when he lifted the box. That's why the box was specially made. Specially made? Indeed. It had the most particular feature. The size of the box, the weight of the box, the weight of the box! The box has remarkable weight. Weight? According to the record, it weighed 20 pounds. Just to lift it up, the box required... Oh, I see. One would have to squat down and lift with their body, when you say. That's exactly what I was trying to point out. The box is also very large. The box is also carrying handles on either side, doesn't it? That's correct. To lift up the box, you'd have to squat down. Which means, no matter who you are, your head would be in approximately the same position. Fool! You have anything to say? You want to pull a Damon Gann and look at everybody in serene? Does he even bother listening to me anymore? I've heard what you had to say. I must admit, I'm shocked at your imaginative skills. Did you do it? Did you place this wooden box in the plaza? Mr. Wright may have a vivid imagination, but I could never have done what he's proposing. You're not answering the question. What? Mr. Wright, do you recall the original location of Max's bust? Was it in the cafeteria? I remember. Of course I remember. It was on the table in the cafeteria. Then what happened to it? I'd like you to remember one important thing, Mr. Wright. I could not have possibly leave the lodging house by myself. Ah, that means... You understand what I mean, do you? I may very well have been able to drop the bus from my room. However, how would I have gotten the bus from the cafeteria to my room? Actually, that's easy. You see, Mr. Phoenix, Wright, explain that. Don't forget, you said there was no accomplice. Ah! Tell us exactly how the witness carried the bus from the cafeteria. Yep, we definitely have a problem here, but there's no place to get perplexed. I gotta get my wits about me and prove how things happen once and for all. Now, well, Mr. Wright, let's hear your explanation. How did the witness get the bus from the cafeteria to the room? Oh, it's simple. Money. Take that! A monkey? Everyone knows money. He loves shiny objects of any size. Oh, like when he stole the ventriloquist ring. So, are you saying the witness had the monkey steal the bust? Of course he didn't order the monkey to steal it. The monkey stole it on his own and then brought it back home. Home? Money lives in Acro's room. Acro's room? But the bust was bronze. Wasn't it? Bronze isn't all that shiny. No. Maybe you should put the whip down sometimes and read the court record. My, those are some nice cards he's holding. Yes, and they're made of platinum, which is very shiny. Quiet! Acro! Money is a strong monkey, right? It'd be easier for him to bring the bus back to your room. If he wasn't able to handle that himself, I'd be on the market for a new roommate. Order! Order! I said order, Miss Von Karma! Where is the bus in the question at the moment? I don't know. We're searching for it as we speak. This is rather strange. Where's the bust? But let's say that the monkey had not stolen the bust. What would have happened then? Well, in that event, something else would have been used as a murder weapon. Wait. When you mean this bust was the murder weapon purely by accident? It's possible. Maybe Acro saw Money's mountain of stolen goods and thought to use one of them. Anyways, I thought we more than proven one critical fact. Namely that it was entirely possible that Acro was the murderer. Moron! Mr. Wright's argument was so circular I'm still a bit dizzy. However, his argument does hold water. There's no denying that. Ow! Don't seem so flamboozled, especially by this fraud of an attorney. Fraud? You've forgotten the absolute most important thing, Mr. Phoenix, Wright? And what is that? You should know. What? You forgot that your fraud of a magical clown was spotted at the scene of the crime. Ah! There's no reason to doubt the clown's testimony. That's true. How do you respond to that? Nick, don't let her beat you now. I won't. This is my chance to turn this trial around. When the murder occurred, there were 2 people at the scene of the crime. One was the victim, Russell Berry, and the other was the murderer himself. Answer this and only this, Mr. Phoenix, Wright. Who was the murderer the clown saw? The bust was dropped. What the... Was it the bust? It was the bust, wasn't it? I'm barely thinking at the moment. I keep... It goes back to that question again. Who was it? Why was the bust wearing the cape? Okay, so... Let's think about it one more time. Barry Russell went to the crime scene at the note that was provided by Acro, and he was wearing Max's cape. But at the crime, he wasn't wearing the cape. So the cape went onto the bust? Take that! You saw Max's butt. Ow! I asked who was the other person Mo saw on the scene. That evidence has nothing to do with the question. Oh, let me answer it! Au contraire, mon frere, it does indeed have something to do with this question. Mo said they saw Max's silhouette. But he did not actually see the man himself. It wasn't a human being he saw. How is this possible? It's simple, really. What Mo actually saw that night was Max's bust. What are you talking about? Have you tried using your brain at all in case the silhouette you saw was wearing a cloak? There's no reason why you couldn't attach a cloak to the bust. It would be easier to hang one of those cards to the bust's hand. Idiot! Who in the right mind will put a cloak on the bust? It doesn't matter who put it on the bust. Just wait a minute now, Mr. Wright. Who put the cloak on the bust? That question is the utmost important of the case. Don't you agree? Dolly caught me. Who put it on? So let's have it, Mr. Wright. Who put the cloak on the bust? The cloak came off Russell and went to the bus, so take that! Fool! Him? Are you saying it was the victim himself, Russell Berry? That's what I'm saying. The victim himself placed the cloak on the bus? Placed the cloak wasn't the right way of putting it. Then what would be the right way of putting it, Mr. Wright? Explain yourself! Nick, do you really have a handle on this? I'm fine, Maya. I'm fine putting all the pieces together. There's really only one picture I can paint. Alright, so you want to know what really happened that night? Let's step back in time. Acro used a rope to lower the wooden box onto the scene. Then he attached the rope to the bust. Detangling the bust out of his bedroom window directly above the wooden box. At the same time, the ringmaster told Max to wait in his room and went to the scene. Of course, at the time, the ringmaster was wearing Max's costume. Perhaps he didn't want anyone to recognize him in that night. It was just as he feared. He was spotted at the entrance of the lodging house, but none other than the ventriloquist and his puppet, Ben and Trillo. When the ringmaster arrived at the scene, he bent over to lift the wooden box. And that is when Acro took out his chance and released the rope. Now this is when the magic happens. At the very instant the bust hit the victim, it went on to the bust. Will you wait just a second there, Mr. Phoenix Wright? As much as you try, as much as you sheen, this isn't true. It can't be. It's still early. It's a little early to be getting upset, so, Miss Von Karma. The circus isn't over. What? The impact of the bust of the victim threw the cloak up, which snagged onto the bust. That impact also caused a sound a witness heard, prompting him to take a look. That witness, of course, Lawrence Mo Curls the Clown. When Mo looked out his window, the cloak had already snagged onto the bus. Now, having completed the crime, Acro naturally went out about pulling the murder weapon. Of course, he had no idea that Mo saw the bus being raised with the cloak dangling on it. Primarily because in his wheelchair he couldn't see out of his window, so he just kept pulling the bust up. And that is how the magical murderer disappeared into the sky came to be. What the hell? That's a weird sound effect. So you see, the only person who could have pulled this off is the only person who's able to drop the murder weapon from above the crime scene. Acro, it could have only been you! You're not convinced. Why are you not convinced? Acro's been playing mind games with all of us. He sure has. He has to come to the end of his rope now. So, what now? You've graced us with a rather long-winded tale. But do you have any evidence to prove that this fairy tale is true? Evidence? Of what? In the court, the only two things matter. The power of evidence and the power of my whip. Don't forget the power of my gavel as well. Mr. Wright, the prosecution brings up a good point. Can we see some evidence? What kind of evidence are you looking for? Nick, they say they want evidence. I just explain how there can only be one murder method. But there's still something unusual about Mo's eyewitness's account. Unusual? A contradiction, naturally. Okay, then use that and get that out of this jam. That's enough talk amongst yourself. Proceed, Mr. Wright. Present some evidence to the court to back your claim. I want hard proof that you have unraveled the trick to this magic case. The note. So this caused the... Take that! Uh-oh. Shit! Dang it, it didn't work. Try again. If they had been silent for 2 more seconds, I would have screamed. Nick, they say they want evidence. What kind of evidence? Frig it, I'm gonna look it up. Where is it? Alright, give me a second, I'm gonna look this up, because I don't know. Unusual. A contradiction, actually. A contradiction of what? What am I looking for? Okay, then use this and get out of the jam. What contradiction? Want hard proof that you've unraveled the trick to this magic case. I want hard proof that you have unraveled the trick to this case. I don't know. I don't honestly know. Hard proof that you've unraveled the trick to this magic. Something unusual. So it's not the note. Unusual. Small seasoning bottle. This? No! What is the hard evidence? I don't know what they're asking for. I don't get it. I don't know what they're asking for, so what can I give? You know what? Screw it. I'm pulling up the walkthrough. Why? Because why not? Alright. Control F. Hard evidence. Alright, where is it? Nope. Peculiar feature of the weight of the box. Okay, testimony. Okay, Carmen's still not satisfied, wants even more proof. Then anyway, show everyone the silk hat yesterday. Okay, who put the cloak on the bust? Von Carmen's. You remember that there's something weird, not a contradiction. In the Mo stated, night of the murder, show everyone the silk hat yesterday. Mo said the criminal escaped was wearing a silk hat. The silk hat that Mo was actually... Von Carmen still does not give up. It maintains... Okay, so... I want evidence, but there's something unusual about Mo's eyewitness account. About the hat. A contradiction, actually. Now, okay, then, let's get out of this jam. Fines, present the silk hat. Is that it? Finally! I got somewhere. The problem is Max's 3 symbols. You know, the silk hat, the cloak, and the white roses. Those symbols were a problem numerous times during yesterday's proceeding. Yesterday, there were 2 contradictions in Mo's testimony. The silk hat was one, the white roses were the other. But the theory is just doesn't all present all these contradictions. You fool, do you ever shut up? Max's silk hat was found at the scene of the crime. However, remember what Mo said yesterday. He testified that the criminal he saw fleeing the scene was wearing the silk hat. However, there's only one explanation for that. The silk hat in the Mo saw was actually the bus. Makes sense if you look at it that way, then he did see the silk hat. Well, sort of. Fine, you've got one another one, but what about the other contradiction? The other contradiction? Remember that what the ventriloquist said in court. He said that he witnesses Max roses on Max's chest that night, but the clown's testimony doesn't match. The clown said that there were no white roses. I'd like to try and explain that one away. Can you do it, Nick? Of course, I can explain all of it. What was that? Please recall the incident when the cloak snagged on the bus. If the cloak snagged on the bus, what happened to the white roses? They were covered up. Do you get it? If the cloak snagged on in front of the bust, it means that the white roses would end up on the back of the bust. Aha! Which explains why Mo didn't see them. The white roses were not visible because they were on the back side of the bus. Order! Order! This is quite a shocking state of affairs. Mr. Wright's theory still sounds a bit absurd to me. However, let's keep going down this road for a while and see where it leads. Let's do this, Nick. Then maybe Von Carl will finally throw in the towel. You're not gonna throw in the towel. Alright, let's see if I can use my noggin for this one. Well, so much for that theory. Mr. Wright, do you mind? What is it? You took time to research our circus, did you? Well, yes. Is there something making you think I didn't? I gotta answer all the questions. If you did, then maybe you'll understand why I think you're off track. Why is that? Motive. This witness feels an incredible debt of gratitude towards the ringmaster. Anyone with any relationship to the circus is well aware of this. Thus, there is absolutely no way someone like this would kill the ringmaster. Well, so the witness had the opportunity, but not the motive. Your Honor, I'd like you to hear Acro's story. Learn about the relationship with the ringmaster and life up until now. What do we do? There's no doubting that Acro deeply respected the ringmaster. Acro's motive. Why? Seems that the case isn't over yet. Very well, however, I feel this is a good place to take a break. I'll listen to the rest of Mr. Dingling's testimony after the recess. This, of course, will now take a 10-minute recess. Finally, we took a break. I feel like Roy Cohn off the set of Angels in America. Oh, the boogeyman is here. December 30th, 2:17 p.m. District Court, Defendant Lobby number 5. I can't believe it. Acro. It's pretty shocking, isn't it? It definitely is, and I think he's always the most straightforward of the group. Jeebus! Am I that hated? Ahem. Acro tried to pin the murder on you on purpose. He did? Sit, cough. But I'm thinking, you already know which was kind of reason. Cough! Hey, pal. You're gonna ignore me after I went all the trouble to bring you some evidence? Detective Gumshoe? I forgot it. I'm going home. This guy deserves to be guilty anyways. No, Detective, I'm sorry. Look, why don't you relax a little? We've got some really tasty milk. How about a card trick, Detective? Ho! Well, if you insist. Now about that evidence you mentioned. What is it? Here you go. Huh? This was yesterday in Acro's room. Yep, it was included in the forensics results, but take a look at that later. Won't Miss Von Karma be mad at you're doing this? That's why this is all a secret. Huh? Look, the details are on a need-to-know basis and not really alias or anything, but everything that happens in Cornell has gone according to our plan. I don't know, Miss Von Karma doesn't seem in control of things in there just now. You'll figure it out eventually, pal. Yesterday, our final plans will be set into motion. Final plans? Uh-huh, that reminds me, I've got a message from a prosecutor for you. Nothing is ever truly decided until the very end. That's it. And that's it for me, pal. I'm out of here. What did you mean by that? The very end part? I'm not sure. It was all pretty cryptic to me. Oh, one more thing. Ah, don't scare me like that. It looks like there was a large care package from the circus for the defendant. What? For me? It's milk. The reception area looks like it's some kind of dairy. So hurry up and drink it all before it spoils. An entire dairy is worth of milk. For me? Okay. Court is now back in session. Miss Von Grimmer, please continue from where you left off. Do I have the scarf? I have the scarf. Stain with his blood and a small quantity of pepper. Small quantity of pepper. I'd like to continue with Acro's testimony starting with the relationship to the victim. I'd also like to get proof from the defense. Proof of what kind of motive Acro might have committed to the murder. Understood now, Mr. Dealing. Yes, Your Honor. Please proceed with your testimony. Finally get to the motive. Wait, Nick, are you okay? Just do me a favor and don't ask questions you don't want to answer to. Gulp. With the ringmaster. When we were little, we were abandoned by our parents. That's when the ringmaster of the very big circus, Russell Berry, took us in. I became an acrobat at around 9 years old. I agreed. I wanted to find a way to repay the ringmaster. That was my sole purpose in life. You're such a thoughtful young man. As you heard, the witness deeply respected the victim. I wonder how anyone could have think that Acro would want to kill a man he held in such high esteem. You're absolutely right. How could anyone think that, Mr. Wright? Which is why there's no real need for cross-examination, is there? Actually, that's the question I'm trying to answer myself. Why would Acro kill the ringmaster? He wouldn't want to. This might be the last chance to answer the question. Of course I'll cross-examine it! The defense has a right to cross-examine the witness. You're so tactless, Mr. Phoenix Wright. You don't care about justice, do you? You just want to fabricate a motive. Very well, Mr. Wright. Cross-examine the witness. Why would Acro do it? Who is the only person that Acro hated? Regina. So the original target was Regina. But the target ended up being Russell. When we were little, we were abandoned by our parents. Hold it! We? Yes, my brother Sean and I. What? You have a brother? How old were you when this happened, Acro? I was 8 years old and my brother was 4. Your parents were very cruel, were they? Nowadays, we are very bitter what happened to us because it allowed us to meet wonderful people at the very big circus. Nick, the good getting misty-eyed. He's got a soft spot for soft stories. It looks like... Ow! Sniffle, sniffle. No crying in court. Let's keep going. Sniffle, the witness may proceed with his testimony. That's when the ringmaster of the very big circus, Russell Berry, took us in. Hold it! When? How you describe your relationship with the ringmaster? He was like an uncle, a father, and a big brother, all rolled up in one. The ringmaster and my brother were the only family I had. What about the other people at the circus? This is over 15 years ago. Back then, there were a few customers coming in, so no one really had the time to look after us. They were worried about other things. But the ringmaster, he would always come and see us with a laugh and a smile. What a beautiful story. That's why I always tried thinking I could do to help him. I always wanted to thank him. Nick, isn't Acro such a wonderful person? I know, he seems like a nice guy, which is what makes this so difficult. So how long have you been a performer? I became an acrobat at around 9 years old. Hold it! You started off as an acrobat at an early age. I begged the ringmaster until he finally agreed to let me do it. Ever since I've been in incredible physical shape. That's also why I decided to form a group with my brother. We called ourselves the Flying Dingleberries. It's nearly a household name. I've even heard of them in Germany. Liar! The point is that I wanted to be of some use to the circus. So, you were truly a remarkable young man. The judge keep looking at Crow like a proud father. I wanted to find a way to repay the ringmaster. That was my sole purpose in life. Hold it! Do you ever have any trouble with the ringmaster? Ow! Ow! How can you ask such a thing, Mr. Phoenix Wright? Do you think you have some sort of fundamental misunderstanding of the witness's testimony? Of the heartfelt emotions contained within? You better think about it, Mr. Wright. You better think hard. Ow! Ow, ow! No matter how you look at it, there's no way I can see this witness ever taking a victim's life. Exactly. I've been waiting for you to say that, Your Honor. Nick, I hate to say it, but I agree with him. I was trying to chase down the truth, but I ended up just looking like a jerk. I think that'll be enough for now. Pondering whether or not this man will kill the ringmaster leaves me to believe that it is pretty unlikely. Exactly, Your Honor. Mr. Wright, I think I'd like to ask you a question. He had nothing against the ringmaster, but why did he kill him? Go ahead, Your Honor. I would just like to know, can you provide an explanation as to why Ackroyd would want the ringmaster dead? Of course I can. I can't provide one. I don't have any evidence to suggest that nobody wanted the ringmaster dead. So let's say no? Nick, yeah, I didn't even have to think about it. It was obvious from the start. Your Honor, the reason that Ackroyd killed the ringmaster is something that can't be proven. What? That's because Ackroyd had no reason to kill the ringmaster at all. Ow! Your foolish attempt to fool us is so foolhardy foolish. Did you forget you made an accusation against the witness? Did you not? I believe this is the real killer of the Russell Berry ringmaster. If you want to jump to the end of things, then yes, that sounds about right. The end of things? Ackroyd, you didn't plan to kill the ringmaster, did you? The ringmaster wasn't your target that night. What did you just say? I'm saying that the target of the witness murder's plot is not the ringmaster. It was because it was never his intention to kill Russell Berry to begin with. What? Order, order! Bailiff, I don't care who it is. Smack anyone who's loud in the face. Twice if you must. Mr. Wright, what in the world are you trying to do with my court? Ow! Mr. Phoenix Wright, what in the world are you trying to do with his court? Are you attempting to imply that Ackroyd was trying to kill someone else? Well, who did Ackroyd hate? The original Ackroyd was trying to kill Regina, wasn't he? Oh. Yes! Regina Berry? This young girl is the ringmaster's daughter, correct? Ackroyd, you were aiming for her that night, were you? You don't need to answer that. It's a mean-spirited leading question. No! He could easily answer this question. If I'm wrong, all he has to do is say you're wrong. That's it. That's it, huh, Mr. Wright? You can just say you're wrong, and that'll be it. But no, you can't do that. Enough, Mr. Wright. Allow me to... Ow! The only thing allowed to interrupt me is death itself. Huh? And that goes for you, too, Mr. Phoenix Wright. Show me evidence, now! I want to know why Ackroyd will want to kill Regina Berry. Yes, me too. I demand to see some proof. Present evidence to prove Ackroyd was out to kill a young girl. This one! Shot! Those two are finishing each other's sentences now. It must be the special bond between whipper and whipped. Patience is wearing thing, Mr. Wright. Present evidence that proves... was out to kill this girl. Placed by Ackroyd in Regina's pocket the morning of the crime. Here we go! Ackroyd, you remember this, don't you? Took a hit, but I'm fine. That's a piece of paper that we found inside the ringmaster's tailcoat. Inside the victim's tailcoat, Ackroyd wrote this note is ironically entitled to the murder. The purpose was to call someone to the plaza at 10 p.m. So you're saying that he called Russell Berry with that note? Yes, but there's just one problem. Problem? Ackroyd did indeed place this note into someone's pocket. However, that someone was not the ringmaster. You mean it wasn't for the... It's exactly what I meant. The person This note was intended for none other than Regina Berry. Order! Order! Mr. Wright, this little story of yours is true, Your Honor, isn't a theory. Simply put, Regina didn't think that note was meant for her. Which is why, the morning of the crime, she placed it on the cafeteria bulletin board. That's when her father, the ringmaster, saw the note. Yep. That's correct. The ringmaster ended up in the plaza instead of Regina. And he was killed because of that mistake instead of Regina. That's incredible. Remember the testimony that Acro gave us earlier today. Lifting the bus and looking out the window would have been impossible. There's no way I could have exerted that kind of force on my lower body. If I were to do that, I'd end up falling out the window myself. Acro had no idea who it was that arrived in the plaza, because he couldn't look down out of a window to see who it actually was. I got it! Acro thought it was Regina down in the plaza. And that's when he let the bus fly. Hey, Nick! Isn't Regina listening to all that stuff in the audience? She is. Unfortunately, it's only gonna get hard for her from here. I hope Regina can handle it. Acro wrote this note to Regina. Foolish fool. You're so foolish you've even made me sound like a foolhardy fool. Very well, Mr. Phoenix Wright, if you're so sure, then tell us about this line. I have conclusive evidence of what took place. I think I know what it is. Yes? What about that line? Well, if the note was meant for Regina Berry, it would also mean that this note is declaring that Regina Berry is a murderer. You just don't get it, do you? What? What did you just say? The ringmaster knew that note meant, which is why he went to the plaza, in the place of his lovely daughter. Hold it right there, Mr. Wright. What is this incident that is alluded to in the note? An incident 6 months ago. I know all about it. An incident occurred 6 months ago. And now I'm more than ready to show this court what happened that time. Wait, are you sure that it relates to the present case? It does indeed, Your Honor. Everything in this case is started in what happened 6 months ago. Ready, Nick? I think so. Well then, if that's the case, hurry up and tell us about it. What is this conclusive evidence mentioned in the note? I know I'd certainly like to know what it is. If I can't answer that question, the judge is going to think I'm bluffing. The conclusive evidence about this incident 6 months ago is this. The pepper! Why? Oh, it actually did work. Achoo! What kind of spicy joke is this, Mr. Phoenix Wright? It isn't a joke at all. It's the decisive evidence you asked for. What do you mean? Recall the victim was trying to take the wooden box away from him. He was doing so because this piece of decisive evidence is what was inside. Another unbelievable conclusion. Very well, Mr. Wright, so what are you saying? Are you claiming that Regina Berry killed someone with a bottle of pepper? Taking note into account, that's only the logical conclusion you can draw. Foolish fool always tires of foolish ways. If you're so sure Mr. Phoenix Wright, then answer the question. Oh god, 4 bars! The penalty's getting harder and harder and harder and harder and harder and harder. Who was Regina Berry's intended victim? Who was Regina Berry's intended victim? It wasn't a lion. It was Bat, wasn't it? Take that! Who is this? Oh, that's it. That is Acro's younger brother. What does this prove? His younger brother isn't dead? Technically, that's true. However, Bat has been in a coma for 6 months now. It's not a stretch to see how Acro could feel but his brother's dead. Regina. She did that to him? Do you suppose your entire life of dreaming up new ways to be a fool? Naturally, the prosecution has looked into the Acro's brother, Sean Dingling. 6 months ago, he was bitten by a lion and fell into the current comatose state. A lion? Miss Regina Berry, is an animal tamer by trade. However, no animals in that position is ever trained to attack another human. They wouldn't understand the command. Moreover, Miss Regina could never do something like that. It's just not in her. That's not it. So what happened to Acro's brother? He's not the victim of an attempted murder, he's the victim of an accident. I see. Now what do? No one seems to go along with the theory. Do you think what happened to Bat was actually an accident? It was more than that. It was a prank gone wrong. The lion biting Bat was no accident at all. What? You're such an amateur, Mr. Phoenix, right? There's no way that Regina would ever incite a lion to attack another human being. And she may not have incited the lion to attack another human being, but Regina is responsible for making the lion bite Acro's brother Bat. Take that! That's just a scarf. I should probably save here as well, just in case I frag up way too much. Acro. The scarf is something that Bat used to wear, correct? That's right. And who is it, the one that gave the scarf to Bat? Regina. Regina gave to him. Regina. There's something more than just blood on the scarf, Your Honor. And what might that be? Pepper. 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 Regina gave this scarf to Bat right before the incident, and she covered it with as much pepper as she could. Hey, what's with the silent treatment? Why is there a bird pecking my face? Excuse me, Mr. Wright. You've done a good job of fingering a criminal, but out of curiosity, what was her crime? Miss Berry gave pepper-covered scarf to Bat as a present. Where's the crime in that? It seems like the judge doesn't get it at all. Mr. Phoenix, right. Wasn't it that lion seemed to be smiling? Smiling? The lion was smiling? Right before Bat was bit by the lion. For a moment, the lion's mouth changed and looked like he was smiling. Lions smile? I never heard of them smiling, however. Lions sneeze. What? Leon wasn't trying to bite Bat at all. He was about to sneeze and he accidentally bit down. In reality, Ollie was actually just about to sneeze. He sneezed because of all the pepper on the scarf. What? You fool! You gotta be kidding me! What's the matter, Miss Von Karma? I object for objection's sake. For Phoenix, right? This theory, you believe it? You really intend to say that this is how this joke of an accident actually happened? Of course I do. It's the truth. The lion sneezed due to the pepper, and that's when Bat lost consciousness. Acro nearly lost his brother due to the accident, or this joke, as you put it. Which is why he tried to get his revenge against Regina. You foolish idiot! Ha! Ha ha! It does seem like a terrible joke, doesn't it? Once again, I'm impressed by your imagination, Mr. Wright. Do you think that there's someone who treats this accident with the respect it deserves? Are you telling me what I said was true? Acro, you can't mean witness. Are you confirming the defense's claim? Mr. Wright, unfortunately your imagination is not enough to find me guilty of murder. You're a hard nut to crack. I'll give you that. Wait. What do you mean by that? The pepper, the scarf, the lion. I see where you're going. It's hard to swallow. Not to mention the fact that there's an even bigger problem with your theory. What would that be? The same as always has been evidence. If I drop Max's bust on the top of the ringmaster, where is the evidence that proves that claim? You mean the conclusive evidence? The biggest problem is the murder weapon, or the lack thereof. Where's the murder weapon? The murder weapon. The bust that the defense claims was used. If that were to be found in Acro's room, and if that were recovered with the victim's blood, then it would be awfully conclusive in my eyes. Yes, it would be. Where's that bust? The bust. Nick, you gotta do something. This is the last step. If I get this one... Request to search Acro's room. See how things work out first. Okay, search the room. The defense requests to search the room of the witness, King Dinling. What is it now? It looks like you still haven't figured things out, have you? By now you must have known the meaning of Von Karma total justice. You mean? Karma never leaves anything to chance. We already searched Acro's room yesterday. What did you find? There's no reason to even say it. We also found that if we found what we think we found in that room, Acro would have not been here as a witness. But to put a point on it, Max's bust was not in the room. The murder weapon is still unaccounted for. You see, Mr. Wright? The bust wasn't in my room. Furthermore, Detective Dick Gumshoe executed the search by a complete surprise, and we took Acro directly to the prosecutor's office after that. End of story. Just a second, something funny about all this. Ha ha ha, it looks like you lack the final nail to put in my coffin. I need to know the location of the bust! But what about the scarf? What about the note? What about them, Mr. Wright? No offense, but only evidence is relevant here. You need the murder weapon! Is that which pertains to the death of the Ringmaster? You should know by now. Ah! Do something, Nick. Don't let this kiss... The bust, where's it now? Where's the bust right now? You're Phoenix Wright. You know where the bust is? I'm sure you do. There's not even a single clue. How am I supposed to know where that bust is? It seems like the case is coming to a close. The defense's counter-arguments look to have fallen short. Because I need to find the bust. Thank you for your support. Ack. I'm terribly sorry, Mr. Wright. I think this brings an end to the cross-examination of witness. Yeah, is that it? Where is Max's bust? The defense needs time to prepare to present its case. Sorry, a bit nervous. I just bit my tongue. Huh? What? We need time to do what? Ow! Why are you the most surprised person here? She's your aide, isn't she? Do you really have a case to present, Mr. Wright? Okay, where is it? It's not in Acro's room. So maybe he took it with him. Huh? What are you asking me? The rest is up to you, Nick. Good luck. Hey, wait, you can't be serious. Acrobats always have their lives on the line, don't they? That's how actors lived live up until now. Now it's time for us to walk across our own tightrope. If we don't, we're certain to lose. Very well, the defense may proceed. He doesn't have a clue. I don't think he'll find anyone anytime soon. Walking the tightrope logic. There's no room for a false step. Sink or swim, the only way through is forward. The murder weapon. Where's Max's bust now? It's not in Acro's room. That was already figured out. Not in the big top, because there was nowhere found in the big top. Somewhere in this courtroom. It's obvious the bust is inside this very courtroom. It is obviously where? Allow me to pinpoint the location of the bust. The judge's bench? No. The prosecutor's bench? No. The witness stand? The witness brought it with them. The witness stand! Acro, I'm sorry to ask you this, but you mind to take the blanket off your wheelchair? I'm sorry, I didn't quite hear you, Mr. Wright. Well, you're a big guy, and you have a pretty big wheelchair because of it. I just want to make sure you weren't hiding anything under that blanket. Because it seems to me that it'd be really easy to say hide a bust under there. Ha! Ha 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 ha! Once again, your penchant for humor hits me where it hurts, Mr. Wright. I think it's pretty amazing that you can laugh in your position. However, your lightheartedness doesn't change the fact that the bust is under there. We all know you can't leave the lodging house by yourself in your condition. That proved inconvenient when Miss Von Karma happened to search your room yesterday. If she had found the murder weapon in your room, it would have been all over. Which is why you would hide it. The only place you could hide it. Under your wheelchair. Which is why, Acro, I have asked you again. Will you please remove the blanket from your lap? Well done, Mr. Wright. Masterfully played. So you are confirming everything. Whoosh! Ah! You fool! Bacana! Muska! Look at you! I love smashing my table, too. You got me. I've been bagged by a real pro. Actually, two of them. Two of them? Two of them? Miss Francisca Von Karma and Mr. Phoenix Wright. Complimenting the defense and the prosecution again. Just like in the previous case, or one of the previous cases I was in. What? There's just one thing I'd like to know. How'd you know to launch the surprise search on my room last night? There are two pieces of decisive evidence, the cloak and the bust. I burned the cloak in my room and threw the ashes away in the trash. Regina always took out the trash every morning, you know. But the bust, obviously, I couldn't throw that away. When you executed your search, all I could do was try and hide the bust. And the only place that I could hide it quickly was under this wheelchair. Miss Von Karma, you had things all figured out, didn't you? I was completely sucked in by your calculated strategy. And now to be caught in the middle of court hiding the murder weapon? There's no way I can escape that. So you've got me. Well done, Mr. Wright. Well done, Miss Von Karma. It all makes sense now. I can't believe that Von Karma thought it that far ahead. It's amazing. You definitely couldn't tell by looking here. I know, I sure couldn't. I can't believe it. Me made a mistake! Why did I order a surprise search of your room? If only I hadn't done that. You see, seems we finally arrived at the truth. Acro? Yes, Your Honor. Did you kill the ringmaster of Berry Big Circus, Mr. Russellberry? Yes, Your Honor. I'm responsible for that crime. Acro. All my brother wanted was for Regina to like him. That's why he teased her. One day, my brother sprinkled some pepper on Regina. She started to sneeze so hard, you couldn't help yourself from laughing. That's why Regina thought it would be funny to get him back in the same way. And that's why she covered the scarf with pepper. I know she didn't mean for anything bad to happen, but I know this. She wanted to make my brother sneeze at a few times too. But I couldn't forgive her, no matter what. What am I guilty of? I'm guilty of never ever being able to understand her. Your brother became a star. Regina believes in that so purely that she would laugh innocently when saying it too innocently, though. I just couldn't stand it, no matter how hard I tried. That's when you decided to do something about Regina? How dreadful. So you're saying that you're a victim in all this as well? No, that's not what I mean. I'm nothing but a murderer. That's who I am. At first, I thought I'd kill myself, then I pondered giving myself up. But I just couldn't just couldn't up and leave. I just couldn't, not yet. That's why I tried to pin this on Max. Max, I'm so sorry. I just couldn't give up and leave yet. This has been such a strange case. It's almost a reflection of the circus itself. And I'm an idiot! I can't believe it. You beat me again! I believe this case is now beyond the point of possible discussion. Thus, I'd like to declare my verdict. Not guilty. Yes! Oh! I finally did it again! I did it again! The court is adjourned. December 30th, 4:27 p.m. District Court, Defendant Lobby number 5. Fabulous! But to be honest, I can't really be too happy about this. Acro, the ringmaster, Regina, and Bat. Not a single one of them was a bad person inside, huh? That's a good question, and now I don't know the answer to. Many congrats, but only at a max. 1 million of them. Thank you. What's with the vibe in this room? We're just thinking about Acro. No, don't. If you worry about people too much, then you'll be like this forever, and never be happy. Huh? Wah! She cried. She's been like this for a while now. Wah! It's all my fault! Wah! Sweetie pie. Bad Acro, they're never coming back. No, now everyone's gonna split up. Regina, Mr. Wright, tell me something. What do you want to know, Regina? Acro says something right at the end. I just couldn't up and leave yet. Does that mean Acro? Is he gonna try and get his revenge on me? Of course he is. I don't think so. Nah. He's not gonna do that, Regina. Why? Because he says so himself. That he's guilty of never having to understand Regina. Are you sure? Are you really sure? I can't believe that. Yep, Acro doesn't have any desire for revenge anymore. If that's true, then I want to see some evidence. Shit! I don't know what it is! Fine, what is it? Let's see. Final lobby number 1. You'll hear a magic conversation. Regina's crying like a baby. She wants to know if that's going to try. Tell her you don't think so. Regina wants evidence. Show her Bat's profile. Acro did not want to get caught because he wanted to see Bat open his eyes again. Oh! Huh? I want to know you're not making up stuff up in Acro not wanting revenge. Still in a coma because... That! Acro didn't want to get caught for a reason. He wanted to see his brother open his eyes again. That's right, Regina. He's still alive, you know? I never knew. But now that Acro's been caught... I know. What? I'll do it. I'll stay next to Matt as long as it takes. Until he opens his eyes, and then he can meet Acro again. That's so sweet of you, Regina. I'm sorry, Acro. I'm sorry, Matt. Well, hopefully there's enough to give her peace of mind. Hey, Max. What is it, Mo? We really put it through a lot today, didn't we, buddy? I'm sorry about what has happened. Alright, who said that? If I can say something, pay your fee, so whenever you'd like to leave the rest of us, I'll pay your fee and rip up the contract. I understand, what a fabulous thing for me to do. Might even leave tomorrow. What's going on at Happen in the Circus tomorrow? Ah, that's a big question. Almost done. Our ringmaster was a really amazing person, wasn't he? Even though he's not here anymore, everyone is sticking together. The staff, the performers, no one wants to leave the circus. That's why I've made a decision. What is it? I've decided that I'll take over as the new ringmaster. I'll turn the circus into the best circus the world has ever seen. The best circus the world has ever seen? Don't laugh! That's quite the goal. Yay, I can't wait! Then I guess that changes things, huh? There's only one thing that best circus in the world ever needs. The world's best illusions. Which means the circus needs the best magician the world has ever seen. Max, let's work together and make our circus super fabulous. What did you say, big guy? I don't know what to say. All I can say is thank you. Regina, you're gonna help them out too, are you? I don't know. Maybe the circus will be better off without me. What are you talking about, Regina? Why do you think I brought you to court today? We gotta work together to make the very big circus bigger than ever. Mo's right, sweetie pie. It can't be very big circus without Regina Berry. Max. Nick, seems like everything is going to turn right out alright. Can't wait to see the best the world's circus has ever been. We'll save you the most fabulous seats. It'll take us a while to get ready, but we're going to be under special whoopee cushion seats. I see. What made the case? Yesterday's surprise raid. It really paid off, just like you said it would, sir. You had it all figured out, didn't you? Who? It was just a theory. If Acro really was the killer, I thought it was the only way it could end. Especially if he was the defense attorney. You mean Mr. Wright? Of course. Well, Detective, my plane is about to leave. As for Master Acro's case, you need not worry. I plan to personally stop by the Chief Prosecutor's office as soon as I get back. Understood, sir. I'll be waiting for you, Mr. Edgeworth. Edgeworth. Episode 3. Turnabout Big Top End. And I got a trophy I didn't read what it was. One more episode, episode 4. Farewell, my turnabout. Oh. 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 Alright, that's it. I need to take a break.